Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Misery, watching my channel Mister 14, and I'm here doing a review of Family or Fiance, the episode of Brianna and Nikkiyah. Okay, so this is the first gay couple they featured on Family Fiance so far, and it was an interesting learning experience and seeing the process and how this went about, and how the information that came on and what was went through because they came in and thought it was one thing, then it ended up to be a different thing, and we'll see how that goes. So we have Brianna and Nikkiyah. They met through Facebook. They were communicating back and forth, and they finally meet together. They've been together for 2 years. They got engaged, but they did not tell their family that they got engaged because they feel like they're gonna be judged being black, being gay, and being black, gay, female, woman. It's like three like negative whatever minority type of thing that is in this thing because sometimes each group is not valued as much. Like men have more privilege than female women, and then black sometimes is not as privileged as white counterparts, and being gay is not as privileged as heterosexual is. So they had three like points strike against them in that way, so they feel like that being judged. So they met with Tracy. You know the process, that 3 day process where they're gonna meet with their families. They're gonna try to get their blessings and try to get the concerns just so they can move forward for marriage. But they also their task is also announces that they're gonna be engaged because they never told their family. Now, Brianna's family is they feel uncomfortable around the Kaya, and they also felt uneasy around her. And it's like somewhere Nakai shuts down. She don't talk to them. She standoffish. Like she put a wall up, and when they come around, she just distanced themselves from them. So it's like we don't understand her. And also, she's not a man. Cause they said we wasn't raised to be with another female. We was raised to be with a guy. And since Brianna got 2 kids, they think this is a phase for Brianna being with Nakai because she said this is just another phase. It might just blow off. And when she could blow off, she'll go right back to her man. This how it is. It's like sometimes. So they think it's like, okay, you was with a man all this long ass time, and then you with a female. It's just like a phase. Like all of a sudden you just a full blood lesbian. Maybe because she probably was always been one, and she was covering it up and being with a man just to confirm. I mean, I could go along with this just to confirm, just to conform to the norm of society that she had to play straight, and then because gay is not being valued, but she realized she always liked women all along. So when she finally found somebody who she could be comfortable with, then she could be herself and be her true self, which was being a lesbian, so like that. So she went with Nakaya. All right, and Nakaya, uh, so Brianna brought her best friend Lakia, her sister, two sisters, Crystals and Tiana, and the Kaya family. She brought her cousin Jasmine, her mother Teresa, and her sister Ariel. And the Nikkei family is don't like that Brianna stay at home and she doesn't work and she doesn't help with the help with the income and help Nakaya when it needs to be because there's always some issues going on with money and she doesn't help her. She said her sister always comes struggling. She's always tired. She's upset and everything because Brianna is always at home and she's not helping out with the income. All right, so that was that. So they was like they looking to get the blessings, but they said if they don't get the blessing, they probably won't be invited to the wedding. So they looking for them to support them, just to also accept them being a gay couple and being going to be married towards each other. That's what they want their acceptance to be wanted by their family. Because sometimes the big in gay community, that's what the big thing for driving us to be accepted, to be loved by some people, to be loved by people, to not to be shut out, to not to feel like we isolated and we just bombing the barrel and people just throw us away. Anything that happens that people gay couple wants that acceptance. Some in more degrees than others, but that's a general idea that most of the people want. All right, so they had the little first day, and they announced the engagement. So the family was like, "Oh, okay." Before they came in, Brianna family came in. It was just like the what? The Brianna family came in. Brianna was talking to her family, and Nikkiyah was behind. She wasn't saying nothing, and they was like, "Is she gonna give me the cold shoulder? We're gonna give her the cold shoulder. And just how it is. She's weird. She doesn't talk to us. She's not like this." So Nikkiyah explained to us. She said she feel like somebody giving her bad energy. Because Lord, she closed herself off first before they get to do that. So she distance herself. She isolated herself. She blocks herself from them before they get to a chance to block her. So that's what she does. That's like a defense mechanism for her to do. And that's that. And when the Kai family came in, they were just all warm and everything. Now, when it came to the concerns, um, Tiana was concerned that she just realized that, are you a fluid lesbian? Are you a lesbian now? Like, you've been with men all this time, like I explained earlier in my video. Now you all of a sudden you with this woman. Are you really a lesbian? She said, no, it's not a phase. This is what I love. This is who I am. This is who I am. And yes, I like women. So that's that. And Crystal said that was that as well as a phase, because she said it's not phase like that. Now Jasmine think that Jasmine was just the Kaya cousin, thinks that Brianna is a gold digger, because she said she always have her hand out. She always asking for money, asking for money, asking for money, and she feel like that's all that Brianna's there for, is for Nakaya's money. Which I said, oh, okay. Now Ariel feel the same way as the certain thing as the mother feel that Brianna's always staying home. Does she do anything to help Nikkiyah out? Like, she just stay home, don't do nothing. She lazy, or she looking for work, or she looking for a job. She said she go to school, but are you working where you go to school as well? So, what are you doing by side staying home? And Brianna said, I'm a staying home mom, and that's my purpose, and that's what I really want to do. And Nikkiyah is a provider. That's what she want to do, and that's that, and that's work for us. Hey, if it works for your relationship, like I said, I don't have no problem if you just want to be a stay-at-home mom, and that's what you want to do, and that's the partner want to do, and that's the mutual agreement y'all decided to do on. Then that's fine. In the future, you might change your mind, and when y'all do change your mind, then y'all sit down and talk and see how that goes. But I would never be against somebody who want to work. I believe in 50-50 household, so I believe that two incomes should be coming in the household. So we both should be working. It's like that. So I would not be with someone who just wanted to stay at home, because, and I can't be the person who just stay at home like that. I need to go out and work and be independent and feel a sense of accomplishment that I'm getting out there, getting my money, getting my bread. So that's how it is. So, but if they works for them, that's what it is. But they just don't feel that way. They feel that she should be helping, and they always have money issues, and that's another reason why they feel like Brianna should be helping, because they have arguments, and I'm gonna explain that later. They're gonna have arguments and fights over money, and when money is the root of the issues, then income is struggling. Maybe Brianna's not making enough income. Maybe not Brianna, Nikai's not making enough income, or someone is not enough to take care of her two kids, the household, everything. So money is always gonna be a problem if Nikai is the only one providing the financial income. So Ariel felt ambushed about this engagement, because she said she had no idea this was happening, and all of a sudden, you dating. Teresa and the moms realized, she thought that the friend was just a friend, and she realized, she put two together, and then realized that Nakia was more than a friend. No, Brianna was more than a friend, that it was Nakia was letting on, and then she put the two together and said they were together. Alright, so yeah, so that was that. So when it came to that, Tracy gave them two the exercise. They have play exercise and do something like that. So Nakaya will do 20 questions with Brianna family, so they get to know her. She can get to know them and all that stuff like that. And Brianna will do a barbecue dinner for them, prepare a barbecue dinner for the family and stuff. So when it comes to 20 questions, Brianna family started to learn more about Nakia. They started to open up more, and they soon realized that she's not that bad like they made her seem. Like, they did that sat down, and she was very open. She did answer the questions. She didn't get upset. She explained herself. She talked about how she is. She talked about how she does when she feel uncomfortable around people. She closed out and everything. She explained to herself. Now, they did a question about the issue about Brianna staying home and like that. She said she fine with that. That's a good agreement. But she always pushed Brianna to what be better to push herself. So she want to go to school. She wants to work. She never stopped her for doing that. Now, one issue that the Brianna family had is that they feel that they haven't been seeing a sister like that, and they feel that they don't know if Brianna is herself from them, or Nikkiyah is making her distance herself from them, like isolating her from her family. So they feel abandoned. So that's another issue that they have when Nikkiyah was like, listen, it's one enough that y'all hide the engagement, and another that I don't see my sister like that, and then y'all to tell us y'all to get engaged, and then y'all having this issue. It's like, what's going on? So so she said she had no problem with that. And then on the other flip side, when Brianna was talking to the family, they had the same issue. She said, what's the issue?" It's like, no, we all good. We discussed it. I wouldn't stay at home. That's what I want to be. That's what she want to be, a provider. So it's no, and she said, no, y'all both should be working. It should be just one. Because my sister always comes to me struggling. She always crying and like that. She always say, and y'all be arguing about money, which I explained. I said, if money is the issue, y'all argue about it. You have fights. Then money, then maybe you should get up to work so you won't have this much arguments and fights of money. Now, then it comes to the point when it's more than what we find out, because they really issue concern was like, because she wasn't a man or something like that. But now we start to realize it's more deeper. It's deeper than what they later on. It's mostly abuse is going on in the relationship, a domestic violence. And when that brought about, then it started getting deeper on why they feel so concerned about those two. It's not only because they have arguments, not verbal arguments, or physical arguments and physical fights of issues that need to be addressed. If they're not addressing it, it will only get worse and worse. And um, what makes it too extreme, and they more emphasize that a lot of ladies in this show have been going through this. Nakayah's mom went through mental violence herself with her father. I think her kid's father. I don't know if all the kids was by him, but she said she was with him one time and she had kids, and I think she said Nikkiyah wasn't born yet. But when she had her kids, he was very abusive. Like, he didn't want to do things. He was throwing stuff at her, throwing water or everything like that, trying to check out every move. He said, if you leave me, I'm gonna kill you, one of something like that, and walks away. She finally, she thank God she got able to walk away from the situation. But it could have been a different story. I could have been not be here talking to you right now. I could have been dead. So that's that. Area went through her own situation as well, being going through domestic violence, abuse, and that how to get. So they have experiences of domestic violence and how serious it could get. Now, what makes it frustrating watching Brianna and Nikkiyah is that they feel like, okay, yes, they acknowledge that it is going through. They acknowledge they have been physical. They acknowledge they have been verbally abusive towards each other, but they kind of dismissing it and kind of downplaying it like it's not a serious issue for them. Oh, y'all making it seem like it's more big than it is. It's not that serious. It's not that hard. It's not that outrageous. It's not dramatic. It's simple. We go through it. Yes, we fight a little bit. We put hands on each other, but it's not that serious. Kind of downplaying it, so they kind of dismissing it. And it's like Tracy said, y'all downplaying it, y'all dismissing it, y'all freaking rationalizing it, y'all in denial that this is happening. Y'all, so they said, oh, they don't understand. This is not, they're denying it. They said, oh, it's not that serious. We go through that. Y'all down rationalizing it and all that stuff. So it's like, okay, so y'all have an issue here, and y'all need to really get a handle of that, because it will get worse. Because Ariel sat down with Tracy, and she explained to her, she said, I'm really concerned that him with the domestic violence and the abuse. She said, what kind of abuse is there? She said verbal abuse, she said physical abuse, and I've been going through this, and I'm really worried about them. They going through this thing, and really need counseling. They need help. They need therapy to really go through this, because if they don't get this help, it will get worse. And I don't want to see any dangers happen, because it does escalate. Domestic violence does escalate. It may start like a little slap here and there, and maybe an argument, but as years go by and you don't check it, and you don't check it, you don't leave, it start escalating. Now everybody in domestic violence realize, oh, it's just a simple this and that. It's just a simple that. It won't get any better. This one Nikkiyah and Brianna was doing because they was like, oh, it won't get that far. It's not gonna really happen to me. And I was getting frustrated with them. I was saying, listen, everybody who, most people with domestic violence feel that same way as they was feel that in the early stages of domestic violence that, oh, it's not gonna get that far. It's not gonna happen to me. It doesn't that that. He just only a slap. He only just think that it get better. It's not that serious. It won't get to that point. I won't be feared for my life. It's like that. Yeah, I say that, but when it get down to it, when it get further and get further and get further, and it has been unchecked, it will escalate to severe violence. More objects being thrown at each other. It's not just the hands. Then you start to use weapons. Then you're using guns. Then using fear. Using isolations, and then the worst thing could be is death. So you don't want to dismiss this as a figure like a little patch, like a little band-aid you can just put on something like that. It's a big thing. And Tracy had a life coach named Aaron talk to them and talk about that, and they was like Brianna is aggressor most of the time, and she realized she has been. Now they was trying to say that it's just not only Brianna, Nikkiyah could be the same way as well. It's go both ways. Yes, it's true, but one could be more aggressive than the other, which I could tell that Brianna seems like more aggressor, and she has a reason why she act like this, and she explains this later on. Doesn't excuse her behavior, but she explains why she act like that, and that's this thing. Like they make it seem like she's this big monster, like she's just that. But as I started looking in, she could be a monster. She scratching people, you going off, you going haywire, you being more aggressive, you want to know who put more hands on the person. It comes to a point where the Kanye might had enough and she would snap, and it would go to a situation you cannot look back and you cannot take back. So you really had to put a handle on the issues that led you, Brianna, lead you to this aspects of why you need to get physical with one another. So yeah, so Tiana, which is Brianna's sister, had a strong reaction because she was as they was talking. So beyond the Kai would say, if I had to get, we got to get therapy. Everybody's got therapy because we all went through something like this. And we all going through it. It seemed like that. It seemed like they all have been going through. Majority of the women have been going through the same situation they have been going through, domestic violence. And Tiana had a strong reaction towards that. Like maybe she said, "I'm tired of talking about this. I'm tired of crying. I can't do this." It's like she just had a strong reaction, which I want to know, did it really happen? Did it bother that they've been talking about it because they was like, I don't know why everybody feel like it was only on Brianna. It's not Brianna. She's not the only aggressor. And so yes, she might not be the only one, but she's the main person that has been doing this. But she was just like really had a strong reaction. She had to get up and leave or stuff like that. So the Kaya and Brianna talk and they say they made it make you out the monster. Maybe they don't understand the situation you've been going through. Now, yes, she has a reason why she acted the way she is, but I want people to realize that you should not use that experience as excuse to why you behaving that way. You need to get help if you realize this is your triggers that trigger you to do what you got to do. Every time you get mad, every time you want to put your hands on her, it's not excuses of, oh, because I had this happen to me in my past. That's why I'm like this. You like that, and now you know you like that. Now you need to realize you got to get help to get you out of that situation so it won't get escalate to that point. And they both need to sit down and work towards each other to realize, yes, we need to help each other, support each other to get that therapy, to get that counseling to help, to work on our triggers, to have a better control on things. Now, Brianna explained to us because she said, I don't think your mom and your sister knows. So, cause they were really on her back this whole episode about not working, not helping out, stop with the fight, physical. You've been so aggressive and all that stuff, and I've been going through this, and you doing this, and it's gonna get worse for my sister, and I don't want you with her because we cannot support this. So she explained when she was young, around 15 years old, she had a guy friend who had took her. Basically, they said, took you with me. And they realized that, yes, she'd been raped by her friend that she knew, a guy friend. So her mom got the rape kit. She had to change schools and everything. So the reason why she's so guarded, why she want to stay home and somebody, because she don't want it to happen to her kids. So she said, if she going away, go to working, and out not being there for the kids and like that, and something can happen to her kids, so she feels that. So that's why she always watching, which understand her natural reaction to protect her kids and everything. Because you have a good life, and then one day somebody could come and just fuck it up and try to take it over you. So it no matter how prepared you could be, in that situation. It's the way how you deal with that if it just happens. This was saying I don't want that to happen to her kids, but it's the way how you deal with it as a mother. You can still work, and then if something happened, you can help your child. So I went through it. Don't neglect her. Don't dismiss her. Don't say, "Oh, it doesn't happen to you," and then it happened to you, or don't help her. But they understand. They understand now why she act like that. She's never been raped. So ever so I never been raped, so I don't know how it feels. But I understand a little bit. Make sure you can tell us that before, so we can help her. So I guess they started had their guards down with Brianna. Say they understand her now. They have compassion. Why she's been like this, why she's acting like this. So she has a monster inside that she's dealing her demons, and she battled it out. Like she's not really attacking so much about Nikkiyah. She's attacking a situation that happened to her, and she lashes out on the person she's dealing with. And it may not be always Nikkiyah. She's just lashing out that the universe around her. But that's not an excuse for her to do what she do. She had to get that handle. So they had a better understanding. And now there is like why she stays home. Now she understands why she's like this. And so when it came to the blessing, and Tracy was telling us like, yes, you need to be committed to one another and committed to individual work and put the work into to get that counsel. And they agreed to that. And at the end, long story short, with this story, beyond the family all understand Nikkiyah. They like Nikkiyah now. They realize Nikkiyah is good, a woman, and they all say yes. The Kai family was on board as well. So it was like everybody gave their little blessings. They happy and all that stuff. At the end, the message say they continue to work together, to live together, and work on towards their wedding, but they have yet to commit to therapy. And I wish that hopes they do. They need to commit to that therapy because it will help them in the long run. Brianna has kids, and she don't want her kids to look up seeing that this is a household, this is a norm in the household. Because the kids see these things, and they can realize, okay, oh, my moms is arguing, they always fighting each other, so it's okay, this is understandable, and she don't want that to happen. She's so safeguarding them from being raped or something like that. You need to also protect them to know that a healthy household is a family that communicate, they work on their emotions, they talk, they work things out, they get help, and not be an abusive, damaged household. Because they see that growing up, they gonna repeat that in their adult lifehood. And hopefully they could see that and nip that in the butt, so her kids won't get raised up being abused or be abuser in a relationship. So I wish them all the best. Good thing, it ends on a good note. Hopefully they do commit to that counseling they said they're gonna commit to, and they have a prosperous wedding and they have a long lasting relationship, and hopefully they will do great as a couple. I'll talk to you all later. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Hit that red subscribe button. Also share my videos. Let everybody know. Get my numbers out there. And tell me how you feel about this episode. Peace.